sex, intimacy, passion, desire, and love. Understanding the differences and why it matters for leaders. People often talk about sex, intimacy, passion, desire, and love as if they mean the same thing. They do not. These are connected experiences, but they represent different layers of human connection. When we confuse them, we start expecting one to give us what only another can provide. That confusion is one reason many relationships feel exciting at the beginning, but struggle to last. For marginalized leaders, understanding the difference matters even more. Leadership in systems that were never designed with you in mind already requires a great deal of emotional energy. You may spend your days navigating bias, navigating perceptions, carrying emotional labor, and constantly proving your value. Your personal relationships should not become another place where you must perform. There should be a place where you can rest. Understanding how desire, passion, intimacy, love, and sex work together help leaders build relationships that strengthen their well-being instead of draining it. A healthy relationship order for sustainable relationships. Relationships begin in many ways. However, when connections grow in a healthy and sustainable way, they often deepen in a natural progression. Desire tends to appear first. Passion often grows from desire. Intimacy develops as trust builds. Love grows through commitment and care. Sex then becomes a physical expression of that connection. This is not about rigid rules or moral judgment. It is about depth and stability. When the foundation is strong, the relationship has room to grow. Desire, the spark that starts the connection. Desire is the initial attraction. It is the moment you notice someone and feel drawn toward them. That attraction might be physical, intellectual, emotional, or energetic. Desire simply means something about that person caught your attention. Desire has benefits. It creates curiosity, engages connection, and opens the door for people to explore whether a deeper relationship might exist. But desire has limits. Sometimes desire is based on projection rather than reality. We may imagine qualities in that person that we have not yet seen. Desire can also fade quickly when deeper compatibility is missing. Desire begins the story, but it cannot carry the entire relationship. Passion, the energy that makes relationships feel alive. Passion is desire with intensity. It is the excitement, chemistry, and emotional energy that often appears in the early stages of the relationship. Passion is what makes People feel energized, enthusiastic, and eager to spend time together. Passion brings several benefits. It creates emotional engagement, builds momentum in a developing relationship. However, passion can also blur judgment. When people rely only on passion, they may overlook important differences in values, character, or long-term goals. Passion fuels a relationship, but it cannot sustain it by itself. Intimacy. The moment relationships become real. Intimacy is where connection becomes genuine. Intimacy develops when people begin showing their authentic selves instead of presenting the version they think will be accepted. Intimacy requires vulnerability, honesty, trust, and emotional safety. The real question intimacy answers is simple. Can I truly be myself with you? Intimacy strengthens communication and creates emotional security. It allows people to understand each other beyond surface attraction. But intimacy also requires courage. Being vulnerable is not always comfortable and takes time to build. Still, intimacy is essential. Without it, relationships struggle the moment challenges appear. Love, the choice to care. Love goes beyond attraction or excitement. Love is a decision to care about another person's well-being while also honoring your own. Love includes respect, loyalty, support, and commitment. Love develops when people truly know each other and continue choosing to build something together. Love provides stability and emotional grounding. It creates space for mutual growth and partnership. At the same time, love requires effort. It demands communication, responsibility, and continued attention. Love is an anchor that allows relationships to last. Sex, the physical expression of connection. Sex is the physical expression of attraction and connection. When desire, passion, intimacy, and love are present, sex can deepen the emotional bond between partners. When desire, passion, intimacy, and love are present, sex can deepen the emotional bond between partners. Sex can strengthen a connection and reinforce trust when both people are aligned. However, sex can also complicate relationships when it happens before trust and emotional understanding have developed. Physical intimacy can create emotional attachment before people truly know whether they are compatible. Sex can deepen a relationship, but it rarely builds the foundation of one. Why this matters for marginalized leaders. Leaders navigating biased systems already carry significant emotional weight. They may experience constant scrutiny, expectations to represent their communities, and pressure to regulate their emotions in professional settings. Because of these realities, personal relationships must provide psychological safety rather than additional stress. When relationships are built primarily on passion or physical attraction without emotional depth, leaders may find themselves managing instability at home while already navigating pressure at work. Instead of feeling supported, they feel responsible for stabilizing the relationship. That kind of dynamic drains energy that could otherwise support leadership, creativity, and well-being. Healthy relationships should allow leaders to remove the professional mask they wear during the day. They should create space where leaders feel safe, supported, and understood. Relationships should not become another environment where leaders must prove their worth or carry the emotional burden for others. They should be a place where leaders feel restored. Recommendation for leaders. Leaders who want sustainable relationships benefit from slowing down the process of connection. Trust and emotional understanding take time to develop. It is also important to prioritize emotional safety. Healthy partners create space where vulnerability is respected rather than criticized. Leaders should also align expectations early. Honest conversations about intentions, values, and boundaries can prevent confusion and disappointment later. Finally, leaders must protect their energy. Those who spend their personal lives navigating complex systems deserve personal relationships that replenish emotional capacity. Leadership insight. Desire attracts us. Passion excites us. Intimacy reveals who we really are. Love anchors the relationship. Sex expresses the connection between them. When these elements are allowed to grow in a healthy order, relationships move beyond temporary chemistry and become spaces of support and growth. For marginalized leaders, especially, relationships should not feel like another system to navigate. They should feel like a place where you can finally exhale. Final reflection. The most important question in relationships is not simply, who am I attracted to? The deeper question is this: who creates a space where I can be fully myself? The real partnership does more than spark excitement. It creates the emotional safety that allows leaders to thrive, both in their relationships and in the work they are called to do.